thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
I'm done.
Come.
I can't wait to
There are
sleep.
important matters to discuss.
¿Para qué pasó?
Is it true you were a member of the Absolute Cult, Drow?
Do you mean to judge me if I were, Darthy?
No. I mean to learn from you.
¿Qué hace Minter acá?
I need a quick word.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones. My blood ran hot when we broke Ketheric's bones together. But we have greater challenges ahead of us. It is clear now that he was not working alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter. Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea than an entity. Pure love. Total power. Orin was by my side. She told me that God had chosen me to be a true soul. Blessed and adored. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile. Let them think that. There is a short path from savior to ruler. A short and bloody path. I know it well, and we will walk it together. But Baldur's Gate is a mere bauble. We have the chance to seize something much greater. Surely you see it. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world.
No, pregunté eso porque quería saber por dónde iba, pero no estoy de acuerdo con Minter.
There is violence in your future, regardless. With me, you can at least be sure the violence will lead to glory. You are not stupid. When we reach Baldur's Gate and face the other chosen, you will see that my way is the right one. That is all I ask. And remember, I know when your mind is closed. We are bound, then, to travel together, even if we do not yet agree on our ultimate purpose. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why?
Porque había visto que se puede reclutar en internet videos de YouTube.
So might any other true soul. And yet Gut and Ragslin do not stand with us under your protection. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Ketherick had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live, and I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away? A wise ploy, and it was successful to an extent. We did not find a cure, but we found our purpose. I am satisfied. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
Ah, menos mal, que yo pensé que la perdíamos a Mintara. No me acuerdo antes que se hubiera pasado esto.
Would they die?
¿Qué hace Mustio?
The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
Estás así.
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally called. No.
Bueno, a lo último hablamos con Jaira.
I traveled with a drow of Menzoberranzan once.
Ah, mira, están los niños.
Why are we still here? Grown-ups take forever.
Está la chica, la que toca los instrumentos. Y acá está la dama Eileen.
There is little love for her on the surface anymore.
One day I'll catch a break.
What's taking Alfira's writing us a song? A stupid song won't bring Mole back. Tell her, won't you? This is Mole's. Where did you find it? Of course she is. You hang on to that. I bet Moll'll be angry at you for touching her stuff.
Why, yes. Once Alfira's done with this song, we will be looking for patrons. All coppers welcome, pal. So? It's just Mole's eye patch. She's lost loads of them. That doesn't mean anything. Did you want something, or are you just here to stir? Exactly. And we'll definitely feel her wrath if she thinks we ever doubted her.
Miss Alfira wants to write us a song about you fighting Ezezsg. But I miss Mole. What? Where is she? You think so? Mole is really clever. I hope she finds us again soon.
You're here. Good. That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me. Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
Mole is gonna be waiting for us at the gates of the city. I know it.
Back in last light, I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old Hell Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. I would. He didn't have any fight left in him. I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
Helm's blessings upon you.
A ver si arriba. Si hay alguien arriba.
What helped?
No creo que haya. No. Bueno, bajamos. Tenemos cositas, no sé, para vender. Creo que estaba la vendedora acá, abajo. La del pueblo, ¿no?
Medicine. Some bedrolls if we're feeling luxurious.
No, este dibujo es por Mustio. ¿Y este quién es? Un mago de... Ah, del puño ardiente. Ah, mira, hizo él. Acá está la mujer.
You'd make a fine fist.
Ah, hola con la dama.
Helen! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? I am. And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise. Very good. We look forward to it. Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
Bueno, después en el campamento la vamos a encontrar. Ah, mira, están los gnomos acá. Este vende.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been. Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, McGungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbrin. Wulbrin and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have room powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. Because they're a gaggle of vindictive crybabies with no sense of propriety. That is to say, they gabbed about their plans like geese, and I overheard them. Like a very devious goose. With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
Bueno, hay un quilombito ahí.
I owe you an apology. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light. I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city, and you can be part of it. The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Has shown the way.
Good. The sooner we get out of here...
I'll be seeing you at your camp.
Moonrise has been cleansed. Baldur's Gate is next.
Blissful silence. The stone's at peace.
Go home, Marcus, he says.
Just tell me what you need.
Sí, vendemos todo.
Curse this heart of mine.
Yes.
Do you have anything to eat?
No. It's all coming together. I can hardly believe it.
darkness on the Iron Hands for dragging him into this.
The way is clear. The light has shown the way.
Good. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Vamos a hablar con... A ver qué dice. Jairia.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times. Extensively. Mind flayers, too. But I never dreamed of seeing gods and Illithids working in consort. It is most disturbing. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a Netherstone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead. How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthelan's Dancing X. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Bueno, ahí está. Se fue para... Se fue para el campamento. Ya hablamos con todos, entonces. Ya estaremos para salir de acá.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Ah, ya no... Ya no está más el campo. Porque la maldición fue disipada. Ah, se fueron, ¿no? ¿Quién quedó acá? Una tiefling.
Whoever or whatever is causing that light is on our side. I have no doubt.
No está el hechicero.
I don't think I've ever seen Harper's move so fast. What in the hells is going down at moonrise?
Y a ver, el que estaba acá. Ah, murió.
Something good here. I hope.
Bueno, igual la maldición ya fue. Bueno, y eso no sé por qué está acá. A ver. Ah, y estaba pensando el tema de la build de mi personaje. Bueno, esto debe ser un bug que está esto, porque ya fue disipada ya. Ya vayamos, igual tenemos la protección esta de acá, pero ya la maldición ya fue. A ver, estaba pensando en el personaje, en la vida. Porque no tengo un buen hechizo de daño de nivel 3. En nivel 2 tampoco, pero con este más o menos. Pero hay uno eléctrico. Me podría poner un eléctrico, porque como yo podría combinar con corazón sombrío, mojar a los enemigos, hacen doble daño como los ataques de hielo. Me podría poner ese. Estaba pensando en resetear el personaje, pero si... Bueno, cuando pase de nivel... A ver... Igual nos falta todavía. Pero cuando pase de nivel... Pues si no, ¿qué le sacaría? A ver... Este nunca lo usó. Este la verdad que tampoco no lo uso. La verdad, podría resetearlo. Sacar este, ponerme de electricidad. A ver cómo tengo acá. Esto me lo subí con... Bueno, igual los atributos se mantienen igual, creo. Ah, esto tenía que vender. Cambiarme algunos hechizos. O sea, acá 16. Creo que era 16, 14, 16, 10, así. Y bueno, para escapar tenemos que ir acá, a nos marca. Que era donde vimos que estaba el ejército de la absoluta. Que acá nos atacaron los yankees, me acuerdo. Que no fue para nada fácil. Bueno, vamos al campamento.
Is that blood? No.
To Baldur's Gate. Voss will be waiting in this Sharess's caress.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
How can I help?
You wanted something? Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts. I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor
Eso ya lo habíamos hablado.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
Bueno, cuando me enfrente a él, podría llevar a Carla. Luego la voy a preparar. La podría hacer paladín o guerrera, pero...
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Missoura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I had Missoura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Missoura. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Missoura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
I guess I can take care of myself. I mean, I've gotten this far.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Ah, no tiene diálogo, ¿verdad? Por ahora, ¿no? Vengo acá porque acá me parece que hay personaje, ¿no? Sí, Calcin se pone acá.
You wish to speak?
Ah. Este es un bug.
We must find Thaniel. He's the embodied, but if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn any, Oakfather shield you, my friend.
Bueno, tanto que hablan de estos altos esta conversación no tendría que estar. Ya terminamos con todo.
You wish to consult me? I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, Ketheric was a great leader. Of course. He ruled Moonrise for centuries. That in itself deserves respect. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First Shah and her sister, then the three behind the Absolute. I sympathize. A meaningless question. If he had killed us and conquered the Sword Coast, I would envy him. As it is, he lost, and I pity him. But I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that, I hope Merkel hollows out his bones and lets them be dust. A true soul came to my city preaching a message of togetherness, accompanied by 2 novices. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged their bodies in my garden. I thought so too. This world is full of fools, after all. But in this instance, I was mistaken. Our visitors were not fools. They were bait Even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away from their eyeless skulls, their audacity infuriated me. I had to know where they came from. And whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution. Indeed. A man you know all too well. General Ketheric Thorm. The dead cough up their secrets just as well as the living. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers. Despite Ketheric's best efforts, so are we. And we shall outlast the immortal general and his tower. But he had the upper hand when we first met. I was arrogant enough to believe I had the better of him. As it turned out, to my shame, I was defeated without even drawing my weapon. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins, the best House Bainray had to offer. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast table and a welcome befitting a house matron. Ketheric expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery. I recognize my flaws. Pride is certainly among them. Ketheric proposed an alliance between Moonrise and Menza Baranzan. I admit I was captivated by him. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. I was wary, of course. If I had been in his position, the food would have been poisoned. It was not the food I should have been wary of. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. Orin the Red. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word, my name. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them. If it had been an option, I would have. Ketheric held me still, his hand on my shoulder, the grip tight enough to crack the bone. When Orin stood before me, she touched the dagger to my eye, drawing out a tear of blood. "I want this one," she said. Ketheric nodded his permission, and I was taken below. You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. She forced me to watch as my men were processed. Some for food, others as thralls. And then she placed the tadpole in my eye herself. That is certain. You know the rest as well as I do. There were massacres before the Grove. Religious communities, mostly. Those who refused to convert. Then there was you, and now there is freedom. Soon there will be vengeance.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High,
darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Me parece amigo, tiene un ojo colorado la dama Eileen.
Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorn, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorn never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Ah, sí, tenemos que hacer esto también. A ver, vamos a ver una cosa.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. In due time, Mother Selûne will tell me when the time is right. Painful truths should be handled with some decorum. Begone, friend. I have a darling to... I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Dice que está ocupada, después dice que pregunta y te responderé.
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And
My father... I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew she was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be. Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest.
Time to press ahead.
Bueno, vamos a descansar a ver qué pasa. Ah, pará, vamos a Imustio. No está Mustio. Tiene el logo de vendedor Mustio. No, y acá me parece que no, acá no estaba. Bueno, vamos a descansar después. Porque debe estar en las torres, ¿no? Me parece.
Let's see.
Ah, acá está, me apareció.
I guess I can take care of...
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or as thou desire?
Bueno, seguimos ahí. Trucos. Este ya lo teníamos, me parece. Ahora sí. Conjuros. Bueno, vamos a poner este. Electricidad, este sí. Este también. Y ese lo dejo. Sí, esto lo dejamos así. 6, 14, 16, 10. Esto, investigación, religión, está bien. Bueno, ahora subimos. ¿Esto qué es? Ah, porque estaba curación también. Estábamos en nigromancia. Conjuros, a ver. Dos conjuros, nivel 2. Invisibilidad. Paso brumoso. Siempre se pone en cero. Otro truco más. Otros conjuros. Podría poner transmutación. No sé. A bajar ese. Otra vez sacamos este. Mejoramos acá. Ahí está, este está bueno porque ponga sobre un poco. Ah, pero es distinto. Pero bueno, por lo menos para tener uno de que haga daño de nivel 3 que no tenía, pues no quería ponerme este. Que este está muy bueno, pero no, en este personaje no quiero tener ataque con fuego. Acelerar. Este no hace falta que lo ponga porque ya lo vamos a tener. Ya lo tenemos de entrada. No, este. Ah, este también. Che, pero siempre preparado, ¿es? Sí, creo que no hace falta que lo seleccione. Te lo saco otra vez. Vamos a poner sí. Conjuro nivel 4. Ah, este. Electricidad no hay. Ahí. Otra vez vamos a sacar este. ¿Cuánto tenemos? Nivel 2 tenemos 4. No, este no. Curación, encantamiento, conjuración, sionismo. Ah, este es necromante. Bueno, vamos a poner ese. Sacamos este. Vamos a poner este. Ponemos dos más acá. Nivel 5, el golem. Y este. Sacamos este. Sacamos este. Otro truco más. Conjuro nivel 5. Bueno, vamos a poner este. Sacamos este. pero la final no me gustó como quedó. ¿Por qué 4? Para ver, hay algo que tengo que sacar. Pasa que este lo quiero. Ah, sacamos ese. Ponemos este. ¿Qué otro más? Ah, podría poner este también. Dice que no puedo restablecer el espacio de conjuro por encima del nivel 5, pero si antes lo podía hacer. Además dice 5 acá, mira. O quizá cuando descanse se resetea eso. Toque vampiro. Este mucho no lo uso tampoco, podría sacarlo. Como este. Y se me restableció todo. Bueno, vamos a descansar. Entonces resetea las habilidades, es como un descanso largo. Ahí está. Ahora sí tengo 5 acá.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily.
Cuenco de hierro, ahora cuánto pesa esto. Está bien. ¿Qué hace la dama acá? Capaz que ahora sí.
Very well.
I guess I can take care.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to 2 others, someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. That it is a common rite among Selûne's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The spear. How do you have it? I threw it into the Shadowfell.
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last. Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Begone, friend. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
No, ya está, eso ya habíamos hablado.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. Of course.
Ah, mira, podemos avanzar un poco más.
I thought you'd never ask. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise. Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company. And attractive company too, no less.
A ver, la daga o la lanza. Bueno, esta es versátil, ¿ves? Ah, y quería ver una cosa. Con ella tenemos una aguja, se llama, y esta es una lanza. A ver. Lanzas. Sí, agujas, es competente igual. Esta tiene un poco menos de daño. Dado de 8. Y uno, no entiendo. Más 2. No entiendo eso. Ah, sí. Quiere decir que si yo la uso a 2 manos, es un dado de 8. Si la uso a 2 manos, es un dado de 6. Más 2. Ah, este es perforante, el otro es cortante. ¿Y por qué no hace...? Ah, está bien. Rayo. Invocas un rayo de luz pálida que inflige daño a cualquier criatura. Ah, pues saca bastante, ¿eh? Y es de concentración. Puedes ver en la oscuridad cuando tienes ventaja en las tiradas de salvación de sabiduría y las pruebas de percepción. Pero esta la verdad que está muy buena, ¿eh? Esta también. ¿Cómo hago para...? Porque la agarro con una mano. ¿Cómo hago para que la agarre con las dos? Está... Pero bueno, le pongo el escudo. Ahí está. Es 8. Ah, se mejoró hoy, sí. 3.24. No sé si ir así. Para ver creo que está en opciones. Cámara. Mostrar. Cambiar de par. Cambiar con de armas. Ah, la R. La R y la U para meter y sacar. La U. Queda copado así. $3.24. La R era. Vamos a ver. La R, pero tengo que sacar esto. Ah, pero no lo hace. Porque, para. Cancelar. Interfaz de usuario. No tiene que ser eso. Cambiar combate con 2 armas. Cambiar conjunto de armas. Ah, ya estaría, ¿no? 3. Ah, ya está. Ya está. No sé si dejarla así. 3.10. Y con este saco más. Con este, ¿ves? Ahí me aparece. Con este hago 3.15. Bueno, vamos a ponerle el escudo. Queda más copada. Esta igual la guardamos porque me gustó.
I've got a long road ahead.
Ah,
Wits and blades
la lanza esta
always sharp.
orilla. No, parece que no.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Bueno, ¿qué hago? Salimos. Nos vamos, no sé si... Si invocar, ¿no?
Kevin's gone, but his shadow curse remains. We'll need to be careful out there.
Light on my feet.
It hasn't been that long.
Ezezhg gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
You need to eat before we head off.
Yes.
Do you have anything to eat?
Just tell me what you need.
No, comprar potis. Están acá los mismos, los niños. Sí.
Let's see what this
Y ahora
does.
acá en la prisión tenemos que ir ahí. Ah, se llama Camino a Puerta Baldur. Ah, mira, se quedó con la...
I'm ready.
Che, pero queda más lindo, ¿no? Que vayamos con la...
Have a lot on my mind.
Con las armas tiradas. Va, con las armas siempre preparadas, ¿no?
What am I to do?
All right. What now?
Vamos.
Have to keep going.
Bueno, acá hay cuerpos, pero... Sí. Bueno, podríamos usar esto.
No time to dally.
Yo quería bajar para...
On my way.
Quería bajar para... Abajo vamos a invocar sin necesidad de cuerpo.
There is work to do.
Todas las cosas que tiene Corazón Sombrío que no me aparece. No, vamos a dejarla así por ahora.
There's no time to waste.
No one stopped me yet.
Pero ahora, por ejemplo, tenemos este nivel 3. Tenemos estos dos en nivel 1. Ya la cosa va cambiando. Bueno, vamos a... acá.
I can't wait to be clear of this damned shadow curse. I like darkness, just not when it's trying to kill me.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Ketheric is defeated, the path ahead clear. You should be elated. But the sight of the land you leave behind does nothing to alleviate your sorrow. Though however deep your pain, it cannot compare to Halsin's.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Desaparecieron. Ah, están ahí.
Should mind my step.
¿Qué tengo que hacer acá? Reúnete.
What's in here?
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yet I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
¿Qué hacen los demás acá?
The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems. At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Vamos a dejar para el final a Mintara, que está acá.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. Likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Wish I had a bag of holding. I'll give it a shot.
Ah, mira, el abuelo se fue.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zauriel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zauriel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard. Hey, soldier.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Of course.
Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated. Fine. What's on your mind?
Creo que esto... Ah, están acá. Creo que esto se termina si de algo de descanso, me parece. Esta zona, para avanzar hay que hacer el descanso.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness, the truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Bueno, ahora con Tara.
It does not surprise me that Shadowheart's faith was based on a lie. Deception is the sum of Shah's design.
Sí, la verdad que pesa. Pesa bastante. No sé si ponerme a fabricar cosas para que se vaya bajando. Mira, 8 puedo hacer. Podría hacer esto y después los vendo. Ah, mira. Oh, el combate. Renacuajo. Estos son de resistencia. Ah, este está bueno. Visibilidad. Podría hacer los azules, que supongo. Me imagino que cuesta más, ¿no? A ver ahora. Ahí se bajó bastante. Vamos a hacer las manos de cosas. Bueno, este se lo vamos a Vintara. Este no hice, no lo podía hacer.
There can be no respite. All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Combustión, ese explota. Movimiento astuto. Visibilidad. Bueno, después lo vendemos todo eso.
Breathe deep and move.